If you're in sales or you're in business, I've got a super important question for you. Are you interested or are you committed? Are you interested or are you committed? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. Now, here's the thing. Today is an object lesson, and I'm wearing an Aloha shirt with fish on it for a reason, because like schools of fish tend to swim one direction or another. And so what this has to do with is there's a guy, Ryan Stewman, brilliant dude, holding an event called $1 Million Mastermind. And he said, look, if you could jump through like these 5 or 7 hoops, I'll give you an opportunity to speak on my stage. And so like there's people who out there, like they created content. They created a video. They created one. They created one video. And so like me, I'm like, okay, am I interested in doing this? Absolutely. I would love to speak on Ryan's stage. I think that's a fantastic thing. He's got a good group of people. It's really cool. Brilliant, smart dude. And so I started looking, and I start tracking these people who like raised their hand and said, hey, I'm interested. And then I raised my hand and said, you're swimming that way. I'm going to swim this way. I'm committed. So I think this is like my 5th or my 6th video of different ways for you to engage and different things for you that you can do or that I can do to speak on a stage like the Closercontest. So what would commitment look like for you? Because like there's a lot of people who are interested. There's a lot of people who are like, here's my story. I shared one post. I shared one piece of information. I'm like, come on, Scott, what's commitment? Commitment's at least 7 videos for me. Commitment is at least 7 pieces of content. Now, does that mean that I get picked? No, but I have this belief that you can't outwork me. I have this belief that like if I'm going to do something and I'm all in, you're not going to touch it. So as I look around today, I went on because the deadline's approaching, and I'm like, how many pieces of information does my competition have? And I went one video, huh? And this happens to us a lot in sales. So here's the object lesson. This is a 2 for today. There's a lot of times when you go up against what you think is a competition and they mailed it in. Like the herd of fish swam that way and you're like, I'm going to go this direction. I'm going to go that way and I'm going to make something work for me. So think about this. When you work with your buyer, when you work with your client and they haven't made a decision to move forward with you yet, are you interested in closing that deal or are you committed to closing that deal? And if you're committed, what does your follow-up process look like? If you're committed, what would that look like to have those conversations? We all know what interested looks like. Interested means you sit at the table and the person's like, hey, Scott, I got to think about it. And I'm like, cool, I get it. Peace out, Girl Scout, I'm done. And then never follow up, never check back. Even worse off, never try to close the deal, even though I get an objection. Okay, that's interested. That's interested. So what would commitment look like? Having a set follow-up process, asking for that deal, making sure to send text messages, videos, emails, written hand letters, thanking the person for meeting with you. I mean, like, let's face it. Realistically, your competition isn't that good. You only have to do like 2 or 3 things better than them. So I look at this thing like the Closercontest. Like, put the hashtag in there. Hashtag Closercontest. And I looked around and I'm like, who's my competition? And when it comes to churning out content, nobody. But I'm not doing that to brag. I'm saying, hey, look, I'm committed. I'm committed. Ryan says, hey, Scott, come speak. I'll find a way to get there. I've got other engagements going on. Says, come speak. Shoot, I'll jump on an airplane. I'll make it happen. MIH, make it happen. But realistically, for you in your sales process, how committed are you to closing a deal? How committed are you for creating content? How committed are you for your follow-up? And I know we all have busy lives. I had to drive back from the Bay Area tonight. I had, like, did I want to shoot a video at 1 o'clock in the morning? No, but you know what? I said, I'm committed. I'm going to shoot this video. I'm going to get it out by tomorrow. I'm going to beat this deadline. And by the time the deadline comes out, I'll have between 5 and 7 videos that are recorded for YouTube. And then I'll have at least 1 Facebook Live and at least 1 Instagram Live and at least 1 blog post. Like, commitment level, everybody else, there you go. When you're competing and you want to win, are you interested or are you committed? You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just pick one. You can hit the thumbs up button, which is cool. It means like, hey, Scott, I like the video. You can subscribe if you have never been to my channel before. I think I have 2,500 and something YouTube videos. I could keep you busy for hours. And 3, really like it? Do all 3 and share with a friend. Thanks for dropping by. We'll see you soon. Mahalo.